Hello, everybody. This is our watch list. Of course, I'm Brian Downing, quantlabs.net, and as I said, this is going to be our trading watch list that will be used to reference all open positions and all potential trading ideas that are generated by this upcoming system. Now, it's a very basic spreadsheet and simple. But essentially is when our system generates ideas, we're going to add this to the list. So we can do it via equity, currency, commodity, futures, whatever. What we're going to be tracking is both the long and the short pair that gets lined up. So in this instance, this is just sampling only, for sampling only, Coke, Pepsi, GM, Ford. So in this case, the yellow, we can color code it however we like. So in this case, if I just create a little node or change it to yellow, let's say, it means a position has been taken on. The long entry was $1, short entry was a 2.5. And we can also track the date. Maybe we could put it somewhere if we want. And then let's say another example, we have it at the list, like GM and Ford, but we're just maybe waiting out the opportunity to know when the system should go in and when it should exit. Again, this can track anything pretty well we want. In this case, currency, this pair, the commodity, whatever, indexes, whatever, okay? So the idea here is to, of course, track the long entry, short entry, and its spread. Now, from there, we're going to measure the performance of that position when it's taken on. So what we're going to take is, let's say, through some sort of portfolio analysis, we decide to get 10 entries or 10 long stock positions in Coke and maybe 15 for Pepsi. We track that, as well as we calculate the current and long at the time that this process is done. We also calculate the current spread, which is basically this divided by that, the current long divided by the current. Sorry, let me start again. The current spread is calculated by the current short, and it's the same thing with this spread here, and that's the spread of the entry as well. So we calculate the difference between the current and the entry, and we track it, right? So we can pick however number of weeks, X amount, let's say, and we track it, the difference between the current spread and the entry spread, okay? And from there, we can calculate the difference between the spread if it's positive or negative, and we can have a number of other factors to decide on when to exit that trade. Now, not only that, but the real complicated part is this little scenario where we have on the list GM and Ford waiting in the wings to when to trade. Well, first, in order to get on this list, we have to run the process, the pair, to see what kind of if it's a valid trading opportunity for a long and a short. So we could run it through various scenarios to screen it or to vet it, really. We could look at each of these, if it's equity, do they have a market cap of, let's say, $1 billion? Are they currently trading with a positive beta? That sort of thing. On top of, we'd also want to measure, of course, as I said, the beta. We could use items like implied volatility on that asset versus some sort of index, obviously something like the S&P 500, against the performance of the S&P 500. Not only that, but we could also, I put this up yesterday, is you're going to use statistics and probability to determine and set out over a 30 to 60 or a 90-day time horizon what are the opportunities of the number of up days versus down days to assess the risk of that potential trade. And there's a number of other factors we can determine. I've talked about pretty well all of them thus far. and those are determined on when to enter. Not only that, but we're also going to use typical price action to determine the entry. Now, not only with the price action, once that position is taken on, we also have to assess on the exit. So this is one factor through the watch list. And again, using all those indicators already listed, on top of using classic technical analysis, different indicators that we could use to measure the spread opportunity and the trade on things like moving average, MACD, RSI, whatever technical indicator we want to use and determine the exit point. Okay, and there's other methodologies that we can use from within this watch list to determine, hey, if we were on an upward momentum over, I don't know, a couple of weeks, maybe we might want to add to the position. So there's different things that are measured and tracked within this watch list. So nothing too complex, but the key to all you nerds out there is can obviously be done manually, but I want to do this in an automated fashion. So of course I'll have a probably most likely have a C# program that will assess all of these things I've just already talked about, or at least kickstart to determine the position, as well as to vet it, to determine the entry, and once it's entered, determine a number of indicators to calculate the exit. So that one C# application will play an important role for what's put on this watch list for both when to go into a trade as well as to vet if that potential trading opportunity, the long and short, are valid. And even if they're added to the watch list but no positions are taken on, we have to use those indicators I've mentioned plus others and other ones yet to be determined to see if those positions can be and when they will be taken on. So just wanted to let you know what this watch list will look like. Of course, this will be probably the crust and the meat and potatoes of the entire system is this watch list. But just thought I'd show it to you. Talk to you later.